Welcome to Make My Trip Travel TV here in the crater of Pinatubo. It is still fresh in my mind more than a decade ago when news broke out about a sleeping volcano waking up in central Luzon. A mountain called Pinatubo is suddenly showing signs of stirring after about 500 years of slumber. Actually, it was the first time that I have heard of a Mount Pinatubo. And so June of 1991, we witnessed the most destructive eruption in recent times, considered as among the worst in the 20th century. I even remember some news that the ash fell even as far as Hong Kong because of high winds. Its eruption buried nearby towns with ash, and with the monsoon season brought down the mud deposits into the form of lahar. Also, this major disaster came after a major earthquake in July of 1990 in the city of Cabanatuan, about 100 kilometers from the volcano. Pinatubo remained active for a year with minor eruptions, but with the deposit of ash in the mountaintops, lahar kept off pouring to towns below every rainy season in the early part of the 1990s. Making the towns around it desolate and desert-like. The United States Clark Air Base and Subic Naval Base, 14 and 37 kilometers from the volcano, were also forced to closure by Mount Pinatubo. Both are currently used for commercial purposes, especially Clark, which is an international airport. Now in recent years, Mount Pinatubo has become a tourist destination for trekkers and adventurers. We're here now at Capas Tarlac and traveling for about close to an hour from where we came from in Clark. We're heading towards the mount of this volcanic formation in Mount Pinatubo, which estimated time to reach us about an hour from now. So we're driving there now, so we still don't know what to expect, and we're just gonna show you as soon as we get there. We arrive in Capas Tarlac to meet up with our friends from ROX. We headed for the spa town where all tours for Mount Pinatubo start. Here we all registered and our tour guides paid for our environmental taxes, as the area we are heading is now part of the Mount Pinatubo Natural Reserve. We're gonna start our Mount Pinatubo trek with a 4x4 vehicle, and we're just gonna explore this 4x4 thing here in the area of the mountains of Mount Pinatubo. So we're just gonna explore even further. At around 7 a.m. we boarded a 4x4 Jeep. There are two types of Jeeps that are available, an open type which can carry 4 passengers and a closed type which carries 5. We were assigned on an open type as this would have the better suit for our cameraman Noel. And so we rolled en route to Pinatubo. We drove through the end of the road where a military checkpoint is located and then proceeded on the marshy area leading to the lahar area. After checking the area from Google Earth, I learned the lahar area is the Tarlac River. The whole river area is filled with sand with some streams. The whole area is starting to be covered with grass. At first, our jeep lead a group of other 4x4s, which to our delight as we literally made other jeeps eat our dust. Especially the open type jeeps. For about 20 minutes we drove through this off-road sandy area while crossing streams every now and then. Right in the middle of heading to Mount Pinatubo, and this used to be a riverbed, and now it's just covered with sand which came from the volcano. And what you're seeing from behind me is the mountain here at the interior part of Mount Pinatubo. We learned that there were two routes to get to the Pinatubo area. The old route which we are taking and the Skyway. The Skyway is a route that goes up and the sandy hills up to the near point of the foot of the volcano. While the old route we are taking, we had to trek through the canyons of sand and dirt. It was the scenic route.
With this life, with all I am, no matter what the cost may be, I pray to see your love become our cause. I won't stop believing you alone are.
One of the most interesting areas here when you're doing the trek here in Pinatubo on a 4x4 is the various rock formations that you get to see out here in the middle of nowhere.
Anthem of love, we're gonna live for you now. Sing this perfect love. This perfect love I can't explain. This way of life that has no end. Your mercy satisfies, it's all I need. My purpose found in you alone. To love the lost and bring them home. We were made to glorify our King. Won't stop believing you alone. You alone now. You alone again. In you there's freedom.
When we come back, after a 2-hour 4x4 ride from the barangay of Santa Juliana, we're finally here at the main point of our trek heading up to Mount Pinatubo. Experience a unique break to Olango Island that offers the best of both in an island, a passageway to several of the planet's exclusive migratory birds, and an amazing feat of local livelihood and culture that you can volunteer to support. But the real beauty of Olango Island is that it's under 20 minutes away from Cebu in the Philippines. Sustainable livelihood and resource that is full. Olango Island has numerous fish marine sanctuaries, the site ideal for snorkeling and diving. With this and the island's interesting culture in one exciting destination, there is one more, yet so close. Olango Island. Book your adventure now. Call 417-2247, mobile 0917-322-3859. After a 2-hour 4x4 ride from the barangay of Santa Juliana in Capas, Tarlac, we're finally here at the main point of our trek heading up to Mount Pinatubo. And it's a sunny, fine, cold weather, breezy out here. And we're just gonna start our 2-hour trek from here to Mount Pinatubo. Only here at Make My Trip Travel TV. In our trek, we generally walk through streams and stony areas. Throughout the stretch of the trip, we were met by a cold breeze that flows down along with a cool stream. 10 minutes of our walk, this is what you see in this trek heading to Mount Pinatubo in Zambales. Some of the stream had the orangey color, which appeared to be caused by sulfuric acid from the volcano. As I walk on every stone, stand, and stream, I can't help but get awed by how nature has reshaped this area. We're still about close to halfway here in our trek to Mount Pinatubo in Zambales. And you're going to experience some uphill and downhill climb here in the mountains of Zambales. We saw mountains of sand, walls of sand that's well packed. We saw volcanic rocks along the streams, and we saw how water have withered the hillside.
We are a history-making generation for all that's true. Jesus, the life that I live is your reflection. It's all for you. And unto your name, all glory and praise.
This is how rough here in going to Mount Pinatubo. You're just gonna see some a variety of different forms of rock formations and some volcanic ash, lahar along the way. So it's just full and abundant here in Mount Pinatubo.
I see a world of people who need a savior, and I know your heart. Take me to the nations, take me further. Let me be your light. And unto your name, all glory and praise for who you
After about 2 hours of trekking, we reached the jump-off points for those who took the Skyway route. Ano yung pangalan ng grupo niyo?
Tarlac Dirt Riders.
Dirt Rider. Every weekend, usually from time to time, pupunta kayo dito.
Halos every Sunday, madalang lang dito pero halos sandiyan kami sa mga bundok dyan.
Ah,
Dito sa Kapas, Tarlac.
we've been trekking for the past 2 hours, and all the while we thought it's just a 2-hour trek, but look at this, we're still not close to halfway, and but the scenery is just amazing here in this trek here in heading to the crater of Mount Pinatubo. We continue our trek to Mount Pinatubo here in Zambales, and this is the start of our ascent to the mountain, and we're just seeing some beautiful scenery here as you go up, and the wind is breezy, and it's just an amazing place to be in here in the country of the Philippines. When we come back, we finally reached here the crater of Mount Pinatubo. Experience a unique break to Olango Island that offers the best of both in an island, a passageway to several of the planet's exclusive migratory birds, and an amazing feat of local livelihood and culture that you can volunteer to support. But the real beauty of Olango Island is that it's under 20 minutes away from Cebu in the Philippines. Sustainable livelihood and resource that is full. Olango Island has numerous fish marine sanctuaries, the site ideal for snorkeling and diving. With this and the island's interesting culture, in one exciting destination, there is one more, yet so close. Olango Island. Book your adventure now. Call 417-2247, mobile 0917-322-3859. From there, we continued our trek to the bushy forest where we mostly walked on flowing streams and pools filled with tadpoles. This stretch is a shorter leg as after about 20 minutes or so, we started to see the light as we near the summit as its northern side.
We are a history-making generation for all that's true. Jesus, the life that I live is your reflection. It's all for you.
And there it was. We made it to the rim of the Pinatubo caldera. Finally reached here the crater of Mount Pinatubo, and the whole experience from Barangay Santa Juliana up until here in the crater, it's just an amazing scenery. You're gonna see birds along the way, and what a lake. You're gonna see the lake here, which is just you can enjoy some activities like kayaking and even swimming that you can do while you're here at the crater of Mount Pinatubo. From high above, we were met by the awesome beauty of the caldera, filled with rainwater. The greenish water and the sandy cliffs added to its beauty.
A world of people need a savior, and I know your heart. Take me to
After a few pictures starting our decline to the lake water, this hit bad on my ankles and knees as the steps are a bit high and it was a steep way down. This was the first time I felt tired in the whole trek. Getting down near the crater's lake shore, a number of tourists were already there.
for who you are. It's all to show the world.
I took time to savor the beauty of the place, how the southern side of the caldera looked like a mountain range along a lake. It was simply beautifully crafted by God. Then my son Ice and cameraman Noel decided to take a short dip into the water. The water was cold, probably due to our altitude and the rainforest around the volcano.
ROX Marquee is the third store of ROX in the Philippines. We are a recreational outdoor exchange. We cater to the outdoor enthusiasts, the people who wants to try outdoor, or just anybody who wants to go outside and experience the outdoor. Our objective is really to help the non-pros to become pros and to cater to whatever needs they have. We are actually a hub for outdoor enthusiasts. For activities, we have on the extreme level the mountaineerings, the hiking, For family, we also cater to the family-oriented activities like camping, short trekking, more active sport like surfing, skates, and what is growing right now, the more of healthness and fitness sports, which are biking and running. So we all of the products you need and the special and the knowledge we have here. Mount Pinatubo climb. It's a very well for those who haven't tried climbing before. This is actually a good way to start because first you have 4x4 support, so you don't have to walk all the way. It's a quite easy trek. Moderate trek. Even kids can do it and first timers. So for all of you who are looking for an adventure, come visit us in ROX. We have branches in Cebu, Ayala Center, one in Bonifacio High Street, and the latest is in Marquee Mall, Pampanga. I'm also inviting you to visit Luzon and its beautiful places. Pinatubo is a must-see for everybody.
Wanna see the broken hearts, finding hope in God above. I wanna know I'm doing all I can. So with this life, with all I am, no matter what the cost may be, I pray to see your love become our cause.
At around 4 p.m., we arrived back at a spa town to wait for a ride back to Clark Freeport. It was a long, tiring, but worthwhile day. It gives you time to appreciate how nature shapes the earth. After a volcano bursts towns and dislocates people with time, the place is starting to flourish again and new terrain is left.
Gonna live for you now. Sing this perfect love. This perfect love I can't explain. This way of life that has no end. Your mercy satisfies, it's all I need. My